So I just want to kind of document my journey through cancer and chemo treatments and all that good stuff. So I guess we'll just start. Um, so I had an incidental finding on a spot on my lung, um, maybe October um, of last year, October 2023. And so, of course, I had to kind of investigate it because I had um, a small spot of melanoma on the bottom of my foot, which was the pathology said it was in situ. So I just had that removed, and that was all that. But because of my previous history with it, I had to be a little bit more aggressive with investigating the lung spot instead of just monitor it over every few months or whatever. Um, so the lung spot that was picked up on a CT scan um, that I actually had for some digestive issues, gastritis actually, um, incidentally caught that lung spot. So they said it was about 10, 10 millimeters or so, 10.1, I believe. And so anyway, I was referred to an oncologist in my area. And so that's kind of where we're at now. After some biopsies, and so I had a biopsy. I think it was in November, I believe. Uh, they said that it was undiagnostic. From what I understand, it was not enough tissue sample to come to a conclusive result, but whatever they did had said it was atypical cells resembling adenocarcinoma, which could be a precursor to adenocarcinoma in situ. So that sounded good. So after talking with my oncologist and a cardiothoracic surgeon, of course they recommended just to go ahead and remove it since it was on my lower lobe on the surface of the lung. They suggested just to do a wedge resection, and then that way, once the tissue sample is out, they can do a better get a better pathology on what the heck it is. So pretty much all the data leading up to it was just a precursor to a precursor, basically. So anyway, I did the surgery the beginning of 2024, January 4th, actually. The surgery was robotic assisted surgery, so that was cool. Relatively minimal recovery time, was okay, not too bad. I guess better than the alternate, the old ways. Yeah, so I remember that was on a Thursday, January 4th, and I got a phone call that following Monday from the surgeon with the final pathology. So it did turn out that that it was adenocarcinoma, but it was a little crazier than all the data leading up to it, which was kind of a bummer. So yeah, the it was adenocarcinoma. Okay, so the good news is the wedge that they took out of the lung was the margins were clear. So they said the margins were clear, which is good. And then they went into remove or resect a good number of lymph nodes, kind of around here, this area, like in between like your lungs or whatever. And out like 1 out of the 9 or however many they took, something like that, had traces of adenocarcinoma. Of course, that was, felt like a sucker punch there. Kind of a, not what you're expecting, right? With all the scans, all the data, everything leading up, like wouldn't even know, none, like that lymph node didn't even, wasn't even on the radar. So that being said, kind of put me on a different path. Because it's was found at that particular lymph node, it's a regional lymph node. So they staged me at Stage IIIA. Because the size of the tumor in my lung, it was like 10.1 or 2 millimeters. Fairly small, but I guess size doesn't matter. Just like really annoying, basically. So I met with my oncologist local, kind of came up with the treatment plan. I actually did go get an appointment. I got into MD Anderson, the cancer center in Houston, Texas, to talk to an oncologist there, just to get a second opinion, or maybe just to see if the proposed treatment plan here in Dallas, where I'm at, is the gold standard, like the best way to go about it right now. So it turns out it is. It's a pretty high dose from what I recall. So I will do chemo first, and then make a decision about doing some rounds of radiation afterwards. But the radiation specialist said not to worry about it now. We'll make that decision when we get there after the chemo. So that's all right. So for now, just focus on the chemo, which I start tomorrow. Tomorrow being the 8th of February, 2024. It's a Thursday. As you can see, I have this thing here, which yesterday I had a Metaport put in. That was said it was easier to do the chemo. So I'm all about more efficiency. Why not? You can see they kind of still have the dressings and stuff on there. Definitely a little sore today. I guess that's to be expected. Kind of annoying. I gotta be honest. It just feels like there's literally something in your body, and you're kind of healing up from the little incisions that they made here and somewhere on your chest or whatever. I don't really know. I was knocked out. But so I wanted to start earlier. So this is kind of a quick, catch up, quick overcap. Maybe I'll make more videos kind of talking more in detail about my diagnosis, especially the biomarker and genetic testing that they also did, and the results of that, or maybe some videos about the whole process that I had at the hospital that I did when that I went to for the surgery for the lung. And of course, I'd like to keep putting more videos on updates, just kind of journaling basically. Maybe it'll help somebody kind of expect, or well, anyway, stick around.